Welcome to The Common Fan, your go-to podcast for SEC smack talk, top 25 game day predictions, and fan-first football takes in college or the NFL. Here is your host, Bryce Tillman. So grab a drink, pull up a chair, and let's talk ball.
Yes, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of The Common Fan. I'm your host, Bryce Tillman, and thank you so much for making us a listen every day. Today we'll be doing the Florida Gators 2025 football season and doing the schedule breakdown, along with talking about the floor and ceiling for this team. Are the Gators a playoff contender? And who can help DJ Lagway be more elite? Joining me today on this podcast is a good friend of mine, Tag Creech, major Florida Gators fan. What's up, Tag?
What's up, Bryce?
Man, glad to have you on here and talk about some football with you. I know we talked about this for a while, getting on and doing a podcast together. I'm glad to get you in and let's talk some Gator football.
Let's get it going.
So before we break down the schedule, we want to talk about, Florida's schedule last year. And, despite some adversity that the team had, they managed to come out with a winning season, and then we'll just talk about what the FanDuel odds are at for them this year. And we'll go through the schedule. But quick, before we do that, Tag, let's talk about the last year Gators for 2024 season and about their schedule and how they managed to rally behind that. Just quick little opinion from you. How did you feel like the Gators responded once the letter was brought out from the university that they planned on keeping Billy Napier for the rest of the season and another upcoming year?
Well, I think they responded well to it. I personally, I love Napier. Like, I love what he's doing. Now, he does get too me-ish sometimes, but, overall, he's a great coach, great guy. But they responded well. That's the Gator Nation there, not Gator Nation, Gator football, they love Billy. They played behind him. We got what we wanted in DJ Lagway. A lot of people wanted him thrown out to the Wolves early in the year. I don't think that was the right thing. I think Billy done the right job. I think it would have more or less hurt him than it did help him getting up under Mertz. I hate the way Mertz's career ended with Florida with the torn ACL, but in the end, I think Lagway learned a lot from Mertz. So, I think they responded really well to it.
Yeah, I agree. And even with Graham Mertz's injury, he still ended up getting drafted to the NFL, right? So that was a plus for him. And, I'm with you. I think that this team, they responded well to the letter. I think that most of this team wanted Coach Napier to be their coach. I didn't think they wanted to see him leave. Things weren't clicking like they should have been at first. And I think that when that statement let out by the school, it helped the players by knowing that they had support more than just inside that football program. So that was good to see. So, yeah, Vegas has FanDuel has Florida Gators football team for 2025 with an over and under total at 6.5, with the over being set at plus 190 and the under at minus 240. And Tag, I'm going to be honest with you. This just seems way too low on the Florida Gators for 2025.
Bet the house on Florida over. Bet the house on it.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm definitely putting in a future myself for the Florida Gators to break the over on 6.5, and we'll dive in that at the end of the show when we give our predictions. But the 6.5, man, it's like, when are the Gators just going to quit getting disrespected? I know you got to go out there and prove it, but to me, I feel like last year they did go out and prove a point.
Oh, 100%. 6.5 is really low for what we're bringing in, what we got back. Like, overall team, we're 110% better. We got the best center in college football. DJ Lagway has probably the highest ceiling in college football as a quarterback. He's a freak athlete. He's like 6'4", like he's built like a house. Like, personally, yeah. We'll get into the predictions later. But 6.5 is so low.
I'm going to look up right now while we're on this subject. I want to know what DJ Lagway's current odds are for the Heisman race, because I'm interested to see. Because I've been seeing some clips, but I can't remember exactly what it was. Plus 1,800.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not terrible. They've got some hope in this kid for him to be a plus 1,800 right now for the Heisman's. Them odds are typically higher anyway. So, I mean, the nation, they know what DJ Lagway is. I'm just wondering where the over and under at 6.5 is coming from. Is it just not the current faith in Billy Napier? Is it the roster? Is it their schedule? I mean, they do have the.
I mean, we got the toughest schedule in college football.
Yes.
We got a 5-week stretch where we got LSU, Georgia, Texas. Oh man, like we got a stretch that it's gonna make or break us. But
it's brutal. Let's dive into it right now. So starting out the season August 30th, you got Long Island coming to Florida, right? Good warm-up game to get DJ out there and get him acclimated, first game of the season and put up a lot of points and be real flashy on offense. That's typically what you want to do, and a quarterback that is going to be now your true starter all of the season, prone, avoiding injury. Then you follow the week coming with South Florida coming to Florida. And South Florida is a pretty head-busting team. I mean, they're pretty physical.
Every time we play them, I mean, it's a brutal game. Like,
in-state matchup. They got a chip on their shoulder. They've got something they want to prove year in and year out. I mean, we've watched them play Alabama all the way down to the wire in both games that they've played against them. So this is a physical football team. That'll be a good test for Florida. And then following that, on the third week, Florida has to travel to LSU, go to Baton Rouge, and play there at a 6:30 night game in Death Valley. And this is where that schedule starts kicking in for Florida, showing just how brutal this schedule really is. Because the following week after that, you've got Florida traveling to Miami to go play in the Rock. In this last year game, Miami absolutely embarrassed Florida. I mean, 41-17. You've got Miami. You had Miami players going over to recruits at Florida telling them don't go there. So I think that the Florida Gators, and every Florida fan needs to circle that September 20th game because that needs to be a get-back game. That needs to be a revenge game for them.
It's going to get ugly. It's going to get ugly for Carson Beck. I hate it for him.
Hey,
he's going to wish he stayed. He's going to tell Haley Callan or Hannah, whatever, the twin, hey, I got to go. This is bad.
So then you have an off week, but then the following week after that, you have Texas coming into town at Gainesville. Another rough game for Florida last year. I mean, Texas was flashy. We know what the Texas program is. It's a roster loaded with 5 stars and money and just, the old-fashioned Longhorn oil money. That's what they've got. And they've built a program out there that has to be respected by anybody in the country. Following that week,
let's talk about last year's game against Texas. We was missing around 13 starters that game.
Really?
We was playing with walk-on receivers. It was bad. We got beat up the week before. I think we was missing 2 of our receivers, 2 or 3 receivers, the running back, DJ Lagway. Like, it was bad.
Well,
I think that's when we started the walk-on.
That's a good point. That's a good point because we're talking about the same Texas team that barely beat Vanderbilt by field goal.
This is Texas's first. This is their SEC opener.
Yes,
this is their first SEC game of the year is against us. So they'll probably either be 4-0, 3-1 because I mean week 1 they got Ohio State. So I mean
week 5 is their first conference game. That's interesting. Following week, you got Florida going to Texas A&M, another program that has a good roster, but year in and year out tag, we see Texas A&M. They are set in stone on an 8-4 season. It seems like
they're the best 8-4 program in the country.
Best 8-4 program at times. I don't really know where to put this game. But I do know this. If the Florida Gators can go into the 12th man and win that game, that can be a pivot game for them this season. Following week, you've got Florida going to Starkville to play a Mississippi State team who's rebuilding. We just dropped the podcast.
It's Florida. It's Florida. It's not the Swamp.
Yes, it is. I'm sorry. I just looked at that wrong. I was looking at the different one. Yeah. So Mississippi State comes to Florida. But again, this is a Mississippi State program that definitely have made some improvements. We dropped a podcast on it the other day. If y'all missed it, please go back and check out the Mississippi State preview. This team is rebuilding, but I still don't think they're on the caliber to go to Gainesville and win in the Swamp. I don't think that about Mississippi State. Now, I do think State has a chance at a bowl game this year if they're playing and things are clicking with Chapin in the backfield, but I don't have faith in them coming to Florida and beating Florida in the Swamp.
I think State's gonna have a Florida situation last year. They're gonna have Chapin start the year out, and the Camario Taylor, the freshman, is gonna come in and play lights out.
Yeah, Cameron was speaking very highly of him as well, so I'm excited to see. I don't ever wish failure on no player, but if Taylor's the answer, then bring him in. Right, win ball games. That's what you got to do.
But don't rush the process.
Don't rush it. So you've got an off week, and then you start, and then you come back the following week in Jacksonville and play Georgia. I don't know what to make out of that game. I mean, Georgia's Georgia. I know Florida played them tough for a little bit last year, and then Lagway left injured. I'm not ready to say still a year later if that would have made a difference with Lagway being in there or not, just because of Georgia's program and where they're at. I know that's a rivalry. So I don't really know what to think of this game this year, Tag. I don't know what to think of the
Time's going to tell. Time's going to tell.
Yeah.
I mean, going into this year, you don't know much about either team's roster right now. So
right. This is the whole point. This is the whole point of the preseason preview, right? This is what we like to do. Everybody just give their opinion, and it's either going to be right or wrong. So the following week, you got Florida going to Kentucky. Now, Kentucky plays Florida physical every year, and they've slipped up and won a couple in the recent years, right? I think they've won, was it 2 years in a row against Florida? Billy's first 2 years.
Yep.
Following week, Florida,
28 game or 20-year win streak.
Yeah, it was a long time. I do remember that. I just can't remember. I thought it was close to 30 years, something like that.
I think it's 28.
The following week, you've got Florida traveling to Oxford to play Ole Miss November 15th. Quick thought on that game. What you think about that one?
I think overall Florida's the better team. It depends on the quarterback for Ole Miss. I don't know much about him. I think he's a lefty, the baseball player. He's an athlete. But he didn't get much playing time under Dart. So it's later in the year, so he's gonna have a lot to learn throughout the year. So it's gonna depend on him. I think Florida wins that game, but it's gonna be a good game.
Yeah, I don't think Ole Miss's roster is as good as it was last year. I think to me, Lane Kiffin had the best roster that he'll probably ever obtain at Oxford last year, and he still came up short. So. I haven't dropped the Ole Miss predictions yet. That show's going to drop Friday, but I'm curious to see your thoughts on it, on the predictions at the end of the show.
Florida did ruin Ole Miss's playoff hopes last year, so Lane's going to have a little chip on his shoulders. He's going to play that game a lot more thoughtful. He's going to be more thoughtful in that.
Yep. Then the following week, you've got November 22nd, Tennessee coming to Florida. Look, if Nico was still here, I'd be having a different conversation. But even if Nico was still here, I would still give Florida the edge in this game. Like I would. I think Florida's defense is a lot more improved. I think they're stout in the trenches. You mentioned it earlier, Jake Slaughter. He is the best center in college football, and that's saying something. As an Auburn fan, I like Connor Lew, and he's ranked as the number 2 SEC center, right behind Jake. So that's saying a lot. So, ending the season, Florida State coming to Florida. Look, Florida State's not going to have another 2-10 season. Mike Norville's too good of a coach. I still think the Gators will win this game at home.
It'll be 3-9. They might not go 2-10. They might go 3-9.
You hope, you about like that. You know Florida State's how I feel about Alabama. So, what a time to be alive if they went 3-9.
Yeah, no doubt. We probably won't see that in our lifetime. But hey,
no. So. We're going to talk about the floor and ceilings for this team now, and we're just going to talk about what they've brought in, how they added to this roster, and what they built off of. So, Tag, right now, I just got to ask you, in your honest opinion, what is the floor for the Florida Gators this year?
The floor, I'm going to say 8-4. I think that's. Honestly, me personally. if we're anything worse than 8-4, Napier's got to go. He's had his chances.
Yeah, well, this is his 4th season there, right?
Yep.
So the floor is 8-4. So your floor and ceiling's got to be really close right there, huh? Or are you? Well, what is the ceiling for the Gators?
I think 10-2.
Okay, so a two game breakaway right there. So not much wiggle room right there for them.
Overall, if you look at the schedule, Georgia and LSU, that's going to be in Texas. Them 3 games right there should be, me personally think that's the only 3 games we have a chance of losing. Or me personally, we should. I think every other game we play, it should be without a doubt we win. But it depends on our defense. I think the offensive weapons, they're there. I think we can score 35 points a game. Now, what our defense does is a different story.
Right. So we're talking about some of the additions they've made to this team. According to 247, the Florida Gators ranked 8th nationally in high school recruiting this past year. Had a good recruiting class fresh out of high school. Ended up finishing, according to 247, 17th in the transfer portal. So they added some major pieces to this team. Any key players that you would like to mention right now that they added, just off the top of your head?
Oh, personally, I like the Dallas Wilson, the freshman. I think he's going to be another Ryan Williams, Jeremiah Smith freshman year. The dude's a freaking nature. I think he caught like 7 touchdown passes in the spring game. He's a freaking nature. Now defense, DBs. Cormani. We got him 2 years ago from Colorado, but the dude, he's put the work in the weight room. The dude's a freaking nature right now. I'm loving it.
I'm curious to ask you, where do you rank Florida's defense in the SEC right now? Like, where would you rank their defense as a whole?
I want to say mid to the upper. We're way better than Vandy, State, and all your lower schools. I probably give us about 7th.
Okay, so top half of the SEC. So,
top half.
And then would you say that offense is right there with it?
Offense. I think we got top 3 offenses in SEC.
All right.
Our running duo. With Jordan Ball and Jackson. Give Ball the ball. The dude's a freak.
Yeah. So last year, in a few of the games that Lagway did start for Florida, in 2 of these games, did Lagway start the LSU game? Or did he come into it?
He was 6-0 in all games he started and finished. The only game he was, I think, Georgia, he didn't finish. I think he was 6-1 overall in games he started.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Because I'm looking. I know he started.
LSU might be the week Graham got hurt, maybe.
Okay. So I'm looking at these, and I noticed that, people talk about Lagway being a good runner, that he can make plays and run. But when I'm looking at the LSU game and the Ole Miss game and the Florida State game right here, on him rushing, like design quarterback runs, he didn't run at all against LSU, so he was 0 for 0. He had 5 carries against Ole Miss for -9 yards, 4 carries against Florida State for -8 yards. Do you think that the Gators are going to design runs for him? Because based off what I'm seeing of a little bit of this information right here, I don't think DJ is the type of quarterback that you line up and design runs for. I think he makes plays.
He had a shoulder injury last year. They limited his carries. He was 100% pass first last year. He's 6'4", like 250. Why would you not run him? He's a freaking nature. But if he stays healthy, dual threat, he's going to be nasty. But, as a pass first guy, I think he's got one of the better long balls in college football.
So, but I guess what I'm asking is do you think that Florida are going to set up packages that include Lagway carrying the ball when he's kind of known to go down with it? It's not a serious injury right now, but he's in a boot right now. And he was hurt last year.
It was a little calf strain. He's back.
Yeah, it's nothing. I talked to people close to the program from Florida, and that's what they told me. Billy Napier He's really, really precautious, as any coach should be with their starting quarterback.
Any college. I mean, we got buddies that played college football. I mean, I was in and out of state all the time. I mean, if you have a turf toe, they put you in a boot. I mean, they play it by ear. I mean, preseason.
I wonder if, because they know how much this season really does rally on the shoulders of DJ Lagway, are you going to put him in a position of toting the ball 7, 8, 9 times a game that could put him in a position? Or are you going to just lean on your running back room, lean on your pass game, and let DJ make them outside the pocket plays, burst out in a run, burst out in a scramble, something like that? I'm curious to see how much designated runs are going to be set up for DJ Lagway this year.
I mean, with the running back duos we got, I don't think it's much needed. Now, game on the line, I mean, you need 1 yard. I mean, do the tush push. I mean, he's 6'5". I mean, let the dude muscle his way through it.
I'm with you. I don't think it's needed, and I just hope, for the sake of, you know, his health and the durability of any SEC quarterback, not just DJ Lagway, that you don't depend on your quarterback to run the football 10, 15, 20 times a game, because you'll see quarterbacks go through that drought, right? Like we watched Marcel Reed last year, like 4 or 5 games a season for A&M, and he just crumbled. I mean, fatigue is a real thing week in and week out in the SEC for any player. And when you're the star quarterback on your team, when you're having to run an offense and control it and be in charge of the passing game and calling audibles, and on top of having to carry half of the run load, I just don't think it equals up to success most of the time. If it's 4th and 3 and DJ has to scramble to get that first down to continue the game, go for it. But I just don't think we need to design plays for this kid to just wear itself out and possibly
I think we're some read option packages in there. But I mean, as far as daggone quarterback sweep, I don't think personally. I mean, Jordan Ball, I mean, he's one of the strongest running backs in the SEC right now. I mean, he ain't a power back, but he's elusive, and he makes stuff happen when he gets the ball.
So who are some of the people? Who are some of the other people? I mean, we're touching base on this last point of ours right now on the side down there of who can help Lagway be more elite. I mean, you've mentioned a few names, but is there anybody in particular that you could single out right now that says, if this guy is on his A game and he's playing his best football, he will take a tremendous load off DJ Lagway and help him be more elite than what he is already?
Eugene Wilson.
What is
he's a receiver. I mean, he's super stupid fast. I mean, the dude's he was hurt a lot last year. I mean, there was a lot of rumors that he was transferring, that he sat out to transfer, but I don't think he ended up transferring.
So Eugene Wilson, he's a sophomore for Florida right now. Is that correct?
I think so. He might be a redshirt sophomore. I think I'm frozen.
Sophomore from Tampa, 5'10", 194 pounds. 19 receptions for 266 yards and 1 touchdown. I'm assuming that's when he got hurt about around that time.
Yeah, he was.
So you believe that Eugene Wilson will have to be the player to step up and help DJ Lagway reach his ceiling for this year?
Yep. I mean, he's a 5-star. I mean, he was a 5-star coming out of high school. I mean, it's his. I mean, the dude, he makes plays happen. He's super fast. I mean, he's gonna catch bubble screens, quick passes for DJ and get the workload off of him.
All right. Well, now we're moving into our last point, and it's my favorite time of the show. So let's get it. Let's talk about the predictions, the record predictions for the Florida Gators this year. Tag, and I will let you start out with this one right now. Give me your honest record prediction for the Florida Gators in 2025.
9-3.
9-3.
Before playoffs, whatever you want to, before postseason.
All right. So 9-3. Regular season, who do you think are Florida's 3 losses?
LSU. I mean, depends. You don't know what LSU team you're going to get, but I mean, I think this is going to be their best LSU team since Joe Burrow. The next one probably going to be Texas, and then our last one's going to be Georgia. Yeah, it's going to be a nail biter. I think it's going to be a great game, but I think as of right now, I think Georgia.
Nice. All right. So you have them splitting the ceiling and the floor right now, going 9-3. Tag does a 9-3 record with this schedule, the toughest schedule in the country, get you into the playoffs if you're a Florida Gator.
Depends on how bad the 3 losses are.
Gotcha.
It can't be 2 blowouts and a close one. I mean, it's got to be at least 2 out of the 3. It's got to be a 1 to 2 point game, and the third one I say a 5-point game. We can't get blown out none of them.
The good thing is if you're predicting Florida's last loss to be to Georgia, which will be November 1st, you would have 4 more games after that to make a big statement to get you back into that top 12.
3 SEC games at that.
Yep. 3 SEC games and another Power 4 matchup.
Yep.
So 9-3, and depending on situational outcomes, a chance at a playoff berth is what you're giving Florida. I'll
100%.
take it. Look, I don't like to bust bubbles. I don't like to be negative. I just think with this schedule is so brutal for Florida this year, I have Florida going 8-4, and I don't see them making the playoffs. This is not a jab at the Florida Gators. This is simply of the brutality of this schedule and the adversities they've overcome. And I have doubts and speculations that injury bugs may play a factor for Florida this year. So with that being said, I have the same 3 losses you do. I don't think that Florida goes into Death Valley and beats LSU. I don't see Florida beating Texas. And unfortunately, I do not see Georgia losing to Florida. This is where it gets interesting for me. I don't know the 4th loss. I don't know if it's going to be Florida traveling to A&M because it's about that midpoint of season when A&M's usually jiving and they're on all 8 cylinders. I don't know if it's going to be A&M, and I don't know if Lane Kiffin's going to have their number in Oxford because he's ready. He's licking his chops at that game. So that's my gray area on the 4th loss. And I might be wrong. And, I mean, as a Gator fan, you hope I'm wrong on this. I just feel like –
I hope I'm wrong on my 9-3 prediction.
Yeah, hey, we want them to go 12-0. We want all our teams to go 12-0. But I feel like that where we're at with the Florida Gators right now, that if Billy Napier goes 8-4 in this schedule –
Got to go.
I think you got to keep him another year. I think it's a brutal schedule, man. I think
last year was brutal. Last year was
brutal. You're right. But
I mean, if he don't make no improvements from 8-5 to 8-5, we win the bowl game. It's 8-5 back-to-back here. He's not getting no better.
But if he goes 8-4 in regular season and wins a ball game, you're 9-4. You had a 9-win season.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's tough. This is unique. This is a this Florida situation is something that I don't think I've witnessed in my lifetime, as far as, the Jim McElwain thing was not the same scenario as Billy Napier. Like, Billy Napier had to completely rebuild this program. I mean, I'm watching it right now with Auburn and Hugh Freeze, and, if he doesn't do it this year at Auburn, he's gone. So, but I just think that with the nation's number 1 toughest schedule, going 8-4, winning that bowl game, putting you at that 9-win mark, I don't know, man. I don't know. It'd be tough for me to be in that position to say Billy Napier had to leave.
If the all 4 losses are good losses and none of them are blowouts, maybe. Depends on their recruiting class. Depends on who we got. Right now, I mean, we're heating up in their high school rankings, but, I mean, we go in to Death Valley and get blown out and then turn around. We got Miami. I think we win. Then turn around and get blew out by Texas. The hot seat's going to be talking because he can't finish the big games.
And, buddy, I have no idea what's happened with this podcast, but you have been frozen in one frame for about the past 10 minutes. So
yeah, I know. I've seen that.
People watching this on YouTube, just enjoy Tag's muscular, masculine, beautiful face right there in that stuck frame. if you're on podcast, don't pay no attention to it. But Tag, you've got them going 9-3. I've got them going 8-4. The floor to you is 8-4. The ceiling's 10-2. Man, hey, we're so close together. One of us has got to be right here.
Somebody's got to be right. Hey, I hope we're both wrong. We're 12-0, baby. We're 14-0.
That's right, man. So enjoyed it. I look forward to getting you on again for a Florida preview before the season starts, or possibly the second week when we get them going against Miami. So, Tag, thank you for coming on, man.
Yes, sir. Let's get it right before the LSU week.
Let's do it. Hey, I love it. Let's get you and Colton Merritt together on a three-way.
Oh, my God.
All right, man. Well, this has been an episode of The Common Fan. Thank y'all for tuning in.